everyone, and welcome to another juvenile unboxing with Miss Liz,
Miss Melanie,
Miss Hana. So we are going to dive into this mysterious box full of words to read.
Okay, I am so excited for this one. I'm going to probably go home and buy it right now. A Day in the Life of a Pooh, and You. It's so cute. It has like a bunch of like animals and like facts about nature and stuff, and I'm just like so into how cute this is.
Oh, vampire bat. What does it say on the bottom? A laugh out loud guide to life on Earth.
Cute.
That looks
and
really
it's
fun.
like
Very
in a
excited.
comic book form.
Yeah, I'm going to
So
actually
very
read this
illustrative.
like right now.
I'm
Okay.
gonna grab one of these. Nature out of balance, how invasive species are changing the planet.
Oh, cool.
So that's juvenile nonfiction.
This is perfect for me. The book of not entirely useful advice, spectacularly silly poems told by A.F. Harold.
Nice, give
I
us
love
some
poetry.
advice that's not very useful.
All right. Parrots are not to be confused with dogs.
Okay.
A few tips. If you take a parrot for a walk, there's only one thing you'll need, and that's a very long lead, because parrots tend to fly higher in the sky than dogs do. And when you throw a stick, the parrot may well perch on it. If you shout, "Fetch!" bear in mind that the parrot's the only pet equipped to quip, "Fetch it yourself, Buster." And then it's a parrot named Tiddles, and he says bum, which is another word for your behind. So that's a very rude parrot.
That looks
I
really
love
cute.
that. That's super
I
cute.
will be checking this out.
This looks really cute. It's the Book of Dares, 100 Ways for Boys to be Kind, Bold, and Brave.
Oh, kind. Okay, so these are nice
These are
dares.
nice dares.
I was like, this could go the opposite direction.
Ooh, so I dare you to start a weekly hangout. Dare you to do something kind just because. Dare you to break down the man box. I don't know what that means.
There's like a little paragraph
Yeah,
of
so it
text
explains
with
it. You have
so-
a dare, and then it explains what it means. So that's actually really cute. So guys, if you're bored over the summer or hanging out with your friends, this might be a really fun version of Truth or Dare.
Look
What'd
at
you
these
pick up,
cute
Hana?
things. True
Cute.
stories of animal heroes. So I have Onyx, the wolf who found a new way to be a leader, and
this is so
Fluffles,
cute.
the brave koala.
Fluffles.
The brave koala who held strong through a brush fire.
Oh my gosh.
In this new
Name is
series, based on
Fluffles.
real-life animals, discover that not all heroes wear capes. Some have 4 legs, a wet nose, and a brave heart.
Oh my gosh. That is the cutest.
Yeah, that's really cute.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Look at how adorable Fluffles is.
Oh my gosh. So fluffy. So I picked up Brick by Brick, How to Build Amazing Things with 100-ish bricks or fewer. Say
Oh,
what?
that's cool.
So
That
if
is
you are
cool.
a Lego fan, this is the book for you. And there's a copy here at Mid-County, but I also believe that Punta Gorda
got one too,
just
yeah.
got one too. So there's more than one. So if you want to have a building competition,
Fun.
we want to see pictures.
Oh, this is Delicates
Oh,
by
that's
Brenna Thumler.
the sequel to Sheets.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah, it is a sequel to Sheets. So it's a graphic novel. It
Did you
looks
guys
super
both read
cute.
Sheets?
I have not read
I
Sheets
read it.
yet.
It was pretty good.
Really?
The artwork's a little different
So
than I
is
usually
the
graduate towards.
Main character a ghost?
So the main character is a young teenager who's having to run a laundromat by herself.
Oh, wow.
Her mother died. Her father is there, but he's absent. He's not dealing with it very well. And I think she may have a younger sibling. But there's also, the villain is the guy that's trying to buy the laundromat. So she's trying to keep it working.
Cool.
But then it switches point of views to a ghost on another side, and he ends up coming over, and then it's their friendship builds, and then she ends up like washing their sheets so they have clean ghosty showers.
Right.
That is
It's
adorable.
really cute,
Okay.
but
So
it
the
also deals
sequel's
with
in.
death and grief,
cool.
and it's
I
nice.
didn't even know there was one coming.
Yeah.
Okay, I picked up Billie Eilish, the unofficial biography. So if you're a Billie Eilish fan, she's known for this neon green
Yeah.
color. So cool.
Cool. There's also Becoming, which is Michelle Obama's biography
Oh,
adapted
right.
for young readers.
So
So I know you mentioned it, or
Yeah.
did you mention Obama's before in our
I
What
read,
You Reading?
I read both because I like the Obamas.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is like the kids version.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's still very large, but awesome.
It really is. That's why I was checking.
What do you got?
100 questions about dogs and all the answers too.
Oh, fun summer reading.
So fantastic facts and doggy data, which, as Miss Melanie said, would be great for the summer because it's tales and tales. So there's puppy power, man's best friend, mutt myths and mysteries, all sorts of fun things for you to explore.
This is a biography, classified The Secret Career of Mary Golda Ross, Cherokee Aerospace Engineer. So that's cool. That's a bunch of stuff that...
We're starting to get a lot of
Yeah,
biographies
I'm into
about
them.
people that maybe you haven't heard of, but
Yeah.
it's like important people still that weren't recognized in the past for their deeds. But
And this one also, Wonder
I
Women of
saw that
Science. This looks really cool. It's about 12 geniuses who are currently rocking science, technology, and the world.
Who
I
are
thought that
currently
was cool.
rocking.
I know. Isn't that
Yeah.
cool?
So,
Because
I mean,
So
that means they're all obviously alive, which
yes.
is nice.
Yes. I was like, a lot of times books are about people that have already died, so
Yeah.
it's kind of nice to see what's actually happening now. Okay, climate action, what happened and what we can do. So
Cool.
if you're wondering about what that's looking pretty good. And this is I Am Frida Kahlo by Brad Meltzer. Yeah, we have
I
this
like
whole
the Brad
series with a
Meltzer
bunch
ones.
of different people.
The
So,
Einstein one is really cute.
Yeah. Cute.
What's next, Liz?
Oh.
Looks like we're heading into the fiction now.
Yes, so there'll be bigger books.
The Losers at the Center of the Galaxy.
Oh, it looks like a playing field of some kind.
Oh, his dad called this the center of the galaxy, so here they were. So when Lenny Volpe, former quarterback of the Chicago Horribles, the worst professional football team in the nation, leaves his family and disappears, his old team wins their first game in a long time. Fans are thrilled, touchdowns are scored, and the world seems to go back to normal, except for the kids. Dun, dun, dun. Check out the book to read the rest of the jacket and find out more.
Oh, look, mine almost looks like your cover.
It does.
Another grassy cover. Summer of Brave.
Oh, and look, more green.
Green must be trending right now.
I
Is
think
being brave worth the risk? 12-year-old Lila doesn't exactly lie. She's just careful. To keep her parents happy, she hides how much she hates moving back and forth between their houses. She ignores her doubts about the elite high school they're pushing her toward. To keep peace with her best friend Vivi, Lila doesn't share that she got the junior camp counselor job that Vivi wanted. And to avoid losing everything she's worked so hard for, she doesn't argue when the camp coordinator dismisses an employee's harassment as boys being boys. After all, if Lila starts saying what she feels out loud, everything in her life might come crashing down, and she doesn't need that. Except maybe she does.
Oh.
Sounds good.
this, I think, is the third one in the City of Ghosts series.
Oh, by Schwab?
By Schwab. So it says on the back, City of Ghosts, Tunnel of Bones, and now Bridge of Souls. And it looks super good, so I might actually read the first one for our next bunch of reading because I'm into it.
She's a great author.
I like her.
Yeah.
This one looks cool. It's called Wilder Lore. There's an extra R in there. The Accidental Apprentice. So the last thing Barclay Thorne ever wanted was an adventure. So he's an apprentice to Dulshire's mushroom farmer. And the one rule that Dulshire has is they can't go into the forest. Well, he goes into the woods, accidentally.
Sure.
And, well, it says accidentally. To Barclay's horror, he faces a fate far worse than being eaten because the woods is full of magical beasts. He bonds with a beast, and he's run out of town by an angry mob. Determined to break his bond and return home, he ventures deeper into the woods to seek help from the mysterious lore keepers, people who willingly bond with beasts and share their powers. So it looks like he goes on an adventure and makes some friends, and it looks like a lot of fun, actually.
Ooh, stickers. Oh, whoop, sorry, books are falling on my feet. And now I'm dropping other books. Okay.
That's a hazard of working in the library.
Stick With Me, Friends Forever or For Never by Jennifer Belcher. So, worst winter break ever. Oh, cool. So it's over winter break, which usually they're like super Christmassy. So, Izzy's best friend is pulling away from her because best friends. What? Okay, sorry. I did not read that well. Izzy's best friend is pulling away from her to become best friends with the Queen of Mean. Then her parents move the whole family into the garage apartment for a week so they can rent their house to make some extra money. And the family who rents it has a girl her age who will be sleeping in her room and going to camp at her school during winter break. Cool. So it looks like it's about Izzy and the girl named Ren. Interesting, who are renting a house. So it's probably the girl and then the person who's renting the house. So this looks interesting.
I've got Simon Be Ryman by Dwayne Reed. It says, I look into the mirror and all I see is fear because the first day of 5th grade is here. Nervous but excited to see old friends, to laugh and play and learn again. Got my supplies and I'm ready to go because tomorrow it's on and that's for show.
For show.
Maybe I'll grow or just stay the same. Doesn't matter this year. They gonna say my name. People gonna know about wee old me, not Simon, but Notorious D.O.G. Woof, woof.
Oh, that's awesome.
11-year-old Simon dreams of becoming a world famous rapper everyone calls Notorious D.O.G.
That is so cute. Like
Aw.
Notorious B. Yep.
Yeah.
Cute. I had another one and I dropped it. Oh, you picked it up.
Oh,
Okay,
here,
no, go
you can
ahead.
talk
No,
about it.
Go.
It's called Peacemaker by Joseph Bruchac, who is known for a lot of his Native Peoples of America novels and picture books. So this one is about the forming of the Iroquois Great League of Peace. So the 5 different Iroquois tribes were always warring, and so this is, can they come together and form, one peaceful unit? So this
Cool.
one sounds really, really good. And the pages feel really nice,
Oh,
if you're into that.
that new book feeling.
Yes.
The Finniverse series. So this is in a series. It's called Finn and the Time Traveling Pajamas. What do your pajamas do when you're not asleep? I don't know if that's really what it's about, but oh, cool. So I don't know if this is in a series. I don't want to give anything away, but it says that he's saved. Yeah, this is the second book. So it looks like if I read what it's about, it'll give away the first ending. So the Finniverse series looks super cute.
I've got Wild River by Rodman Philbrick. I think
that's
says-
book 2.
Yeah, book 1 is called Wildfire, and this is Wild River. So it looks like an adventure book about 5 kids that are on their own after a
Oh, wow.
whitewater rafting trip.
So I didn't know that Catherine Applegate had a fantasy series. So this is book 3, Endling the Only. And so
Oh, that cute dog on the
I
cover.
know it's anthropomorphic animals. So if you haven't read like the Redwall series by Brian
Jacques.
Jacques,
Jakes.
he
Jacques.
says Jakes, but it's spelled French. But there's Endling the Last, Endling the First, and then this is Endling the Only, book 3.
Cool.
And then if Catherine Applegate sounds familiar, she wrote The One and Only Bob and The One and
Oh,
Only
yeah.
Ivan. But this looks like a fun fantasy series, so maybe something that we will be checking out later.
Maybe. This has the cutest cover ever. The Critter Club. Ellie tames the tiger. And look at how cute. I don't think that's a real tiger. I think it's a cat. But it's super cute. It looks like there are at least 4 other Critter Club books. So, oh wow, this is book 22.
I was going to say, I think there's a lot.
I only
I
saw
think we
4
have
on the
many of
back.
this series.
So yeah, so apparently this is book 22, and they look adorable, and it looks like it's a transitional reader.
Yeah.
So if you're,
So I think it's a big group of girlfriends,
yeah.
and they all have different pets. And
super cute.
yeah. The Adventures of Allie and Amy, stars of the show. Another transitional reader.
Oh yeah.
With a big text inside. And Lily to the rescue, the misfit donkey. I haven't read any of these books,
oh, those
but
are cute.
there's a lot of them. Look at on the back cover, all these Lily stories, and then there's all kinds of other stories about little doggies. So if you like reading about animals, that might be a great series. That's by Bruce Cameron. And then Kingston and the Magicians Lost and Found, Rucker Moses and Theo Ganji.
Oh, cool.
That's a cool looking cover.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, I just snuck 3 in there.
No, you're fine.
No, you're good.
It says, when Kingston was 8, his father disappeared. Not like he went out for milk one day and never came back, but really, truly disappeared. In a magic trick gone horribly wrong, his pop vanished through a mirror and never returned. Kingston saw the impossible happen with his own eyes, but his mother won't even speak about magic. Instead, she moves them away from their home in Brooklyn to the suburbs, packing away all their memories of Pop. Now, 4 years later, he's 12, and he and his mom are finally back, but their old neighborhood isn't the same. The magic is gone. Determined to find his father and restore Brooklyn's magic, Kingston returns to the place where it all went wrong, the Mercury Theater. There he finds the Magicians Lost and Found, a gateway to another world and the first key to bringing his father home.
Oh.
Magic.
That's cool.
think this looks really cool. I love this cover.
I like the cover
Looks
a
like
lot.
a
It
comic
kind of
book.
reminds me like, yeah, Into the Spider-Verse or something.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You
All
next, you
right.
next.
We have many of the series. They're called science comics. So we have one on crows and dogs and rocks and minerals, weather, you name it, we probably have it. I think we just got one on wild mustangs. But this is the digestive system, a tour through your guts.
Oh, cool.
So,
Yeah. Those are awesome because they make it really fun and you're learning all about.
Yeah.
And we have a new Geronimo Stilton book, The Last Resort Oasis.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun. These are fun, and they're popular with 3rd and 4th graders on up. There are so many cheese puns. There's different fonts and colors. And
Who doesn't love a
it's
good cheese pun?
fabulous. And the last one I picked up is, instead of haiku, it's spaiku, a clutter of short verse on 8 legs. So they're all poems about my favorite creature on this planet, not spiders. But there's a peacock spider. It's so cute. It's called the Peacock Spider Hoedown.
Oh my gosh, I love it because they dance.
Because they dance, so there he is trying to impress his mate, or a possible mate.
Very cute.
I might check that one out. I hate spiders, so.
I love this cover so much. It's called Soul Lanterns by Shaw Kazuki. Ooh, it looks really cool. 12-year-old, there's a tape over her name, Nozomi.
Sorry about that.
12-year-old Nozomi lives in the Japanese city of Hiroshima. She wasn't ever even born when the bombing of Hiroshima took place, resulting in almost complete destruction of the city in a fireball as hot as the sun. Every year, Nozomi joins her family at the Lantern Floating Festival to honor the lost in the bombing. People will write the names of their deceased loved ones along with messages of peace on paper lanterns and set them afloat on the river. Cool. Ooh, this year Nozomi realizes that her mother always releases one with no name. She begins to ask questions, and when complicated stories of loss and loneliness unfold, Nozomi and her friends come up with a creative way to share their loved one's experience. By opening people's eyes to the personal struggles they all keep hidden, the project teaches the entire community new ways to show compassion. Wow. Ooh,
Goosebumps.
this honest exploration of what happened on August 6, 1945, translated for the first time into English, offers readers a glimpse of not only into the rich cultural history of Japan, but also into the intimate lives of those who recognize, perhaps better than most, the urgent need for peace. This looks really, really good.
And a companion book to that would probably be Sudoku and
Yeah,
the
Sudoku and
Thousand
Paper
Cranes,
Cranes. Yes.
which we also have in our biography section.
That's cool. It's a translated book, so
Yeah.
probably written in Japanese first. All right, I picked this one up because I just read the first one last month.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
The Winterborn Home for Mayhem and Mystery by Allie Carter. So the first one's called The Winterborn Home for Vengeance and Valor, and it's an awesome, like, this adopted girl moves into, like, Bruce Wayne's mansion and has, like, all his awesome tool, not literally his, but that's sort of what it reminded me of. She's moves into this awesome home, and then they have to solve the mystery of where the home's owner is. Everybody thinks he's dead already, but he's not. So anyway,
love
part
Allie Carter.
2. Yeah, she always writes great adventure
Yes.
stories.
And this is our last one. It's JD and the Great Barber Battle. Who's the best barber in town? And it's book 1. It looks super cute. JD wants to prove that he and his clippers are unmatched. Will his hair designs win the Great Barber Battle?
That's
And
pretty
it looks
cool.
like it's a step up from a transitional
Yeah.
reader. There's still a picture here and there, but you still have the chapters, and it looks really cute.
So
I
kind
would
of like
love to
Judy
meet a
Moody
kid
level.
that does hair.
Yeah.
Cool.
We got some good ones this month, you
Yeah.
guys.
So I hope you guys found something you're interested in. I know we did.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you can either swing by the library to check them out, or you can go online and place a hold on them. And we will see you next month.
Bye.
Bye.